What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour. Finally got a haircut, finally made that new intro, and most importantly, we're finally starting to slowly but surely level up this setup here. The lighting, in my opinion, has improved a little bit. Now I need something to, go in the background over here or something. I'm switching apartments here in like a couple weeks anyways, so I know we'll just have to do something different in the next setup, you could say. But one thing is for sure, today's topic should be a good one. I don't expect it to be a super long one because I need to go do this myself, and live my best life. But hopping straight into this, I'm your host Darshaun Smith, aka the Positivity God, also known as Big D or D Money, whatever you want to call me. And today's episode is all about how to set yourself up for success by doing this one easy thing. Okay, what is that easy thing? Okay, on this podcast, I've talked about changing your mindset and leveling yourself up and this and that, like for quite some time now. You know what I'm saying? But we're postgraduate now. I got 2 college degrees. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not immune to life struggles or problems of my own or what's going on. We're all just going down this road, doing this thing called life. Kind of winging it. And I think a lot of that comes down to this simple fact that we're human, at the end of the day, and we're not perfect, but doing this one easy step can definitely assist you in helping yourself, because that's what it's really all about. Because even if you get a handout, if you want to maintain that, you need to stay up to snuff with what's keeping it going in the first place. So just to get straight to the point, this one easy thing you can do is to be able to control your outlook on something. Okay, now I know that sounds like, well, Darshaun, you could have just said like, yeah, have a good mindset. But no, you can have a good mindset but then still choose to look at the problem or the situation a weird way. And what made me really think about this was yesterday a video I posted on my Instagram. Okay, actually I'm gonna play it now. Okay, fill it in, Darshaun. Found my drum rope. And shout out to my roommate for buying an air pump. Now my basketball is not low-key flat. But the first thought I had today when I woke up was, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna run hills or am I gonna jump rope and play basketball? And I was almost gonna run hills, and then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go fix my jump rope and play some basketball. So get to work, y'all. Get in shape and live life. I don't know. Do you? I'm gonna do me. So all right, now that video has played, you could essentially get at what I was getting at. I'm controlling my input, so it controls my output, essentially, or at least I try to do my best to make that a reality, because that's the whole purpose of all of this, at the end of the day, because, I'm trying to level up, as should you. In this case, it could be, monetarily, it could be, with my own business. In this particular case, it was personal health. But what I said essentially was, how much do I want to level up, rather than do I or should I? You know what I'm saying? It's that simple reframing of a situation, of a problem, you could say, me being overweight, I guess, and how you want to respond to that. And I think largely that's where a lot of people go wrong. And that's where a lot of people, unfortunately, are like stuck, not in like on purpose. In some cases it is on purpose, but in some other cases it's just because of how they were socialized or how they grew up and all that they know. But that's not to say that one can't change, but that's just to say that it is exponentially harder for those people to do something different to get a different result, ultimately at the end of the day. So whether you're overweight, instead of eating that, unhealthy food or something like that, like ask yourself, like, when's the last time I actually felt hungry? And instead of, should I choose to eat, a smaller portion today of that, or should I choose not to do that? Say internally and out loud, write it down if you have to. Like, if I do this, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You could also phrase it from the perspective of, I will allow myself to intake this candy bar, but I can only intake this candy bar once a week, or something like that. I'm just, rephrasing the same mindset, rephrasing the same structuring of a solution to a problem the same way. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with doing a lot of the things we do, unless you're doing like heroin or something like that. That's just kind of outright wrong. But
come on, man.
One thing that is for sure, though, we definitely don't give ourselves enough credit in the power we have as humans to overcome certain things. But most importantly, we often forget to use our support networks as well. I'm not saying everyone has some extensive like therapy or like some doctor or psychologist they can go see, but a lot of people, you have a random person, whether it's an online gamer friend or someone you saw last week walking down the street, who cares just a little bit enough about you to ask you, how's it going, or is everything all right in your life? And to those people, you need to, if you can, fill them in on certain details. Don't give them everything, but it's not always healthy to fight some of these battles alone. At the end of the day, if you need a workout buddy, you're not going to get one by never asking. You know what I'm saying? If you need a partner, for this, dance routine, you know what I'm saying, eventually you got to go out and, ask for some help or something like that. So, but I say all that to say that at the end of the day, when you're leveling up, it should not be a, should I level up, or do I need to level up? No, the answer to all of that is like, yes. Okay. Like, you should be getting better at your craft. You should be, getting into a healthier mind space. You should be, doing this and doing that. The question should be like, by how much though? Like, I want to lose 100 pounds. How fast do I want to lose 100 pounds? I want to do 100 push-ups a day. How fast do I want to do those 100 push-ups in a day? Do I want to do, 10 every hour, or do I want to knock out 50 now and knock out 50 in 3 hours? It's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And like phrasing it like that is just, I don't know. It's a really good way of thinking about life. So, yes, this concludes, I guess, the portion of which the title about this podcast consists of. But, I just want to talk for a couple more minutes and, just keep y'all updated about things I got going on, because, although I do still, like I said, want to keep this podcast, kind of motivational, still talk about, things that are positive. Obviously, it's called the Positivity Hour. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay true to the brand. I do also want to just talk about, personal things. This is one of the things I said personally, I guess, to myself when I was writing this down about what I wanted to talk about, that I wanted to bring more into the podcast. So whether that's like, what's going on with the production company as a whole. As you can see, I put some of the production company branding in the beginning half, and yes, that intro will change. I will, eventually replace some of those pictures or some of those old podcast clips with something else. But at the end of the day, I think intros, outros, the style of these podcasts, it's a living document, you could say. It's always evolving and changing. But that's one of the things I want to do is just, keep you more posted on the production company. I want to have podcasts where I talk about, what it's like being a photographer, or, seeing like the reaction people have to the photos I can take, and how, a great quality photo can really make people feel good about themselves. So you could definitely look forward to that. And most importantly, I'll be giving you the sauce I've learned as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go full like photographer or videographer or like podcast type thing, because that's not what this is. But this is, like I've always said, this is a platform for, me to speak my mind and ultimately speaking. But I just happen to choose it to, try and better the world. And speaking of bettering the world, I had this thought the other day, especially with Instagram threads. Okay, maybe you've seen Instagram threads, or not, it's not even Instagram threads, Meta threads, aka glorified Facebook, Twitter. Elon's suing over that because supposedly Elon says they stole some sauce on the back end. So Elon's not against competition, he's just against people cheating to get to the same level. But I say all that to say that I think the biggest reason like why I started this podcast, and most importantly, and I'm not sure I've ever documented this anywhere, and I want to put this in like Instagram reel. Maybe I'll just clip this and use this as the thing. But like the biggest reason I started the whole like stay positive thing I do, and like the whole keep moving forward in life and just always having a good outlook on things no matter what's going on in your situation, both is like literally the title of this podcast, and what we talked about, which is just like failure is not an option. It's not, am I going to stay positive or am I going to be happy today? It's like, how happy do I want to be today? Like there is no other option in the equation. It's, am I just going to be a little bit happy that I woke up and I'm alive and I have eyeballs that I can actually see out of? I'm not colorblind. I have all 10 of my fingers. Yeah, I said 10, although the thumbs aren't fingers. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Or am I gonna actually go out, make this money, change this world, work towards my dreams, goals, aspirations, the business, all of that stuff, all of that stuff is encompassed in the whole like stay positive thing. I started around like 2014, 2015, so almost coming up on like 10 years of doing this. Only like I think 7 years or whatever posting YouTube videos. A lot of it at first was games and stuff, but I was watching some of these back, and I think largely a lot of what I was trying to get at is just providing some good to the like universe, you could say, and like especially social media. That's the reason I brought up threads is, like a lot of the things that were going on threads at first were very happy and positive, but eventually it just got like everything else. It just gets diluted by like, oh, this disinformation story, or this person's doing this, or this person's doing that, and this fight's about to happen, this person got shot, or it's I don't know. In the last like 24 hours, I've thought a lot about like my gripes with social media and why I often have found it difficult for myself to be there, especially with the whole stay positive movement thing. But like that's why exactly I'm there. Like all of this started back in 2014 when I went on like a rant on my Snapchat store to like my 5 followers about like police gun violence, because I saw like another black person get like shot in front of their kids for doing absolutely nothing other than being black, in America. And I was like, well, in that moment, as I say to a lot of people in person, well, you can do one of two things. You can do nothing or you can do something, and I choose to do something. And I just like I said, went on a whole rant about like, why can't we just be kind to one another? Why can't we just stay positive? Why can't we just level each other up and try and actually coexist like we're all in this together, like we're all on the same planet, breathing the same air with the same blood inside of us? You know what I'm saying? My skin's just a little bit brown, yours may be a little yellow or white, you know what I'm saying, peachy, I don't know, you tell me. But I say all that to say that like at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and I'm not gonna give up. I get discouraged occasionally by all the negativity on social media, but and I did also make a video about this, so post that video now as well. Oh, and the reason it keeps me going is the simple fact that these people took valuable time out of their day to interact with me, okay? I don't care that it's a hate comment, helps the YouTube algorithm, okay? I don't care that they are typing sentences about how Pride Month is whack and how, me being black is kind of strange or whatever. I don't know, I can't help that. But all I can help is, being myself, being unapologetic about it, and doubling down, because I did something and got a reaction, okay? I'm saying I was me, and people liked it, some people hated it, and other people were just like, you know what I'm saying? I do think occasionally the simple fact that a lot of the comments I get on YouTube and occasionally Facebook and Instagram, they tend to be a little negative, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. I've always had the mindset, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. Because when you have haters, you're doing something that they can't. All right, now that video has played, you can see that like occasionally, even I get some hate or whatever like that, but I'm not immune to it. I've always got, hated on my whole life and such, but I just take it as motivation and, using once again the title and what we've talked about of this episode, I've framed it rather than like, oh, like, why do these people hate me? Am I doing something wrong? No, it's I'm doing something right because these people took the time and energy out of their day to watch my content, and they felt so moved that they needed to try to bring me down to their sad, depressed level. Then I'm doing something right. I'm winning. So like, hey, whatever I do at the end of the day, is what I do, and I'm not sure if I think I uploaded it to YouTube. If I didn't, I'll play the BU video as like the outro of this. And yeah, because you just need to be you, at the end of the day, because there will never be another you. So ultimately speaking, now that I've just went on a whole little, can't even say it was a rant, I just told you a story and I hope it made sense. It was really cool to say it out loud, I guess, and document it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. We're approaching the 15-minute mark, so I'll end it there. Like I said, I'll probably just play the BU video right after this, so yet another video for you to watch on this podcast episode and or listen to, because this podcast is available anywhere you can find a podcast. So it's been your boy Darshaun Smith, aka Senor Positivo in Espanol, and the Positivity God, okay? And yeah, it's been real, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hit, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report, and remember to be you. Do what you want to do, because there will never be another you, okay? Don't frame it as a should I or could I. Yes, you can, okay? Like the Obama speech. Yes, we can, That's all I gotta say for the 5th time now, and we out. Woo! Yeah, play the BU video.
Be you, okay? Be you so that you can build your own brand. What inspired this lovely thought was this small animation for this production company earlier, okay? Okay, now that it's played, you see, I saw this and was like, wow, I need something like that for my production company. And instantly, I was like, what the hell are you doing, Darshaun? Be you. I say all of this to say that the whole reason that I even found that animation cool, he was him. There was nothing like that before, okay? I had seen, think of Lyrical Lemonade, for example, okay? Play that. All right, think of J Production. Okay, now play that.
J Production.
Like there's all of these different ways to do exactly what I'm trying to learn how to do, and instead of just like straight up copying or emulating another person, I'm gonna just go be and make my own thing.
If Darshaun didn't film it, then it wasn't filmed right.